Is it too late to buy retail stocks? Gold prices, will a vaccine kill them? And the CBA dividend bigger than expected. And we're doing this with sound this time. I'm Peter Switzer.
I'm Paul Rickard.
And
we're mad about money.
Okay, this time we've got some sound, Paul, but the story's still big. Retail stocks, is it too late to get on board?
Yeah, Peter, look, retail stocks have done really well. This lockdown has meant there's been, people have been at home, so they've been buying electrical goods, they've been buying furnishings,
going to
Bunnings, going to Adairs, JB Hi-Fi, Harvey Norman. I mean, I think we've talked about this before, about the retail sector. There's been so much money around, not just JobKeeper and JobSeeker, but of course we've had 2 rounds of $750 payments to Social Security recipients.
The super suck out as well.
Plus the super suck out, and it has to go somewhere. So it hasn't been going on fashion and jewellery and high-end goods, but it's been going on stuff can people use at home. So it's no surprise, I don't think, that the retail stocks have done really well.
This is a really boring phase of Australia, isn't it? Like, rather than going high-end fashion and jewels, they're going for crappy TVs and lounges.
Yeah, we want people to buy fashion stuff. That'll help our other business.
We have a magazine, West Magazine. We want to get
look,
high-end.
Is it too late was your question? I think it probably is, Peter, because we've seen a little bit of a turn down, not just in Victoria, but I think some of the New South Wales stats the last few days suggest that maybe just a bit more fear coming into this state here. Yeah. And also that the impact, say, New Zealand going down back into lockdown, that impacts some of our retailers, but also just hurts the sort of sentiment factor. So I think retail's had a great run. Yeah. I'm sort of probably in the take profit area of the retail market.
Okay, right, yeah. Let's go to the next big issue, gold price. The gold price slumped overnight. Is it the end of gold, Paul? Is the vaccine killing it?
Not the end of gold. Gold down 5%, silver down even more, 13%. It just shows you when you get heated up markets and you get news about the vaccine from, of all places, Russia.
Yeah.
But
Vladimir's used his daughter as a guinea pig. It worked.
Vladimir says it works, it works. You don't have to argue about that.
Vladimir.
His daughter's the guinea pig. But anyhow, look, it does show you what was built up into gold. I think there's something more fundamental with the gold rally around the weakness in the US dollar and also the US government deficit.
Yep.
And just printing money. So I think this may almost be an opportunity to buy gold. I'm not saying today's the bottom, but we may see a couple more days like this. But this is going to give you a buying opportunity. If you missed out on the gold rally, this could be the chance to get back in.
Are you saying that, or are you going to research it, Paul?
No, I'm saying it. I'm not going to put money myself into gold today, but I think gold is still on a long-term uptrend, and when you get nothing goes in the one direction forever, you get ups and downs. This is the down. This is perhaps provides some opportunity. We might see a few more days of this, but you always said that the discovery of a vaccine or the production of vaccine could have a huge impact on the gold price. It will, because there's vaccine risk or SARS or COVID-19 risk priced into the price of gold, but I think there's some other stuff as well.
Yeah, okay, let's go to the next big story. CBA's dividend bigger than expected, Paul.
98 cents, bigger than I tipped. I tipped 80 cents, bigger than the market tipped around about 76 cents. Look, there's two backstories to the CBA dividend. One, it's a good result, right? So they've got market share gains in most of their key things like home loans and deposits. So, and expenses have been reasonably well controlled. So it's a good result. Secondly, they've taken the APRA guidance to the limit. They've paid out 49.95% of second half statutory NPAT. Okay. So now we know that the definition is around statutory profit as opposed to cash profit, and they've gone as far as they can.
So APRA said don't pay dividends over 50% over your net profit.
And they've also, in a sense, thumbed their noses at APRA. APRA said look at things like dividend reinvestment plans and discounts to encourage, reinvestment of the dividends, so actually the capital ratios stay even stronger. CBA has said no discount and no change in policy.
Yeah. So if there's no discount, there's less likely people
taking up DRP. Our capital ratio of 11.6% is already too strong. So this is a really strong sign from CBA saying we've got as much capital as we need, boys. We don't need any more. And if anything, we're really well positioned. So the results and dividend is going to be well received by the market.
But even though the banks have been recruited by the government to be a part of the rescue plan by giving people holiday deferment, holiday loans on their holidays on their loans, is this also suggesting that all this money you're talking about, JobKeeper, JobSeeker, superannuation payments, they also end up in the banks because we spend them, the shopkeepers bank
Yep.
them, so the banks are going to do okay out of
Yeah,
this.
that's what I'm suggesting, Peter. I mean, also
Interesting,
a lot of this.
interesting.
Look, all these are just provisions because the bad debts haven't come through yet, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we've got to realise that this economy really hasn't. People yet haven't had the challenge of being without some of the life support.
Yeah.
So I think it's very hard to run a bank, but I think CBA is saying we're very strong. We've done well. The price has gone up in
Yeah.
the last couple of days, but this is a strong result. It may also now encourage Westpac and ANZ to think about whether
pay a bit of
they
dividend.
pay the dividend for the first half. So next week, NAB has a third quarter trading update on Friday. Next week, we'll find out from both ANZ and Westpac. ANZ said it would tell us with a third quarter trading update whether they'd look at a dividend again.
Yeah.
So maybe just a bit more encouragement. CBA's taken it to the max. I think that's a good sign for perhaps the other banks following suit.
And it's very interesting to think that, because JobKeeper is going to be extended to March, this window for banks doing okay could be extended. I'm Peter Switzer.
I'm Paul Rickard.
We're
We're
mad about money.